Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in. It is Sunday night crafting and chit-chatting, and I hope you guys had an amazing day. Guess what? My name is Amy from A to Z Designs, and if you do not see a red box up there, guess what that means? You're just catching the replay, which is totally fine. Y'all, hope you had an amazing day. We're gonna get crafty. It is Sunday night, and we're gonna paint the cutout of the week for tomorrow, October 21st. So let me know where you're watching from. Hello, Deborah Bagwell. I hope you're well. Let me get my stuff here all squared away. And we will begin everything. So comment the word melt whenever you get here. You only have a few hours left to get the current cutout of the week. We drop a new cutout on Monday mornings around 8 a.m. Central every single week. And this little cutie right here is only available for a few more hours. We had several orders come through today, so everyone's placing their order. But y'all, isn't this stinking cute? I'm in love with this, and it's an ornament. You can either make it for yourself. It's only $12.99. It does include the shipping, so you're not paying additional in shipping. And you could, if you wanted to, even gift it once you paint it, or keep it unpainted. I don't know. You do you. All right, let me notify our broadcast channel that we're live. What is that? Down below is a pinned comment, and click on that. It'll open up, and you'll be able to join our free broadcast channel, if I can talk. So I just communicate with y'all through there. All right, we're on a gingerbread theme, right? So Zach has created me a super cute gingerbread truck. Jeez, isn't that super cute? We're going to start painting this. Thanks, Dawn. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday, y'all. We have busted a move times 500 today. We have gotten so much done. We did like spring cleaning. That makes sense. Here at the house. All right, so we know all of these are going to be red. Oh, this is the one that I had all of that, I don't know, sanding block dust, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know how sticky this is going to be. Oh, well, it's going to be fine. Thanks for sprinkling, Donna. Okay, so let me just make sure I can see everybody's comments, which I can. All right, so it's a little truck, and I'm going to show you how to paint it and how to put it together. I don't really know what colors I'm using. I'm just placing things here and there and everywhere. Typically, I like to group my stuff by color, but I don't really know what I'm doing. So they're just being placed here, and I realize I don't have room for my truck. So we're going to have to remove this. This is the gingerbread. That is the scored marks. And then the word actually goes on it. So hopefully you guys can see. Yes, the truck will be available tomorrow morning. So much fun, right? Okay, so let's place our truck right here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and let me see how big this guy is. So he is about 4.5 by 4 by 4.5, I think. It's a good size. Okay, hold on, y'all. The hearts are gonna have to move. Did anybody see my stories today about the bundles I was working on? Hi, Holly. Mary Lee's at baseball. Hello, girl. Championship game. Good luck, good luck, good luck. That is so exciting. Okay, so we're going to go in and we're going to paint this red. Do I have any red paint? So this is Deco Art. Hello. Comment the word melt, y'all. Go get your cutout of the week. Final few hours. You'll never see it again. Okay, let me get this up here. All right, so we're going to paint this entire truck in red. Deb, you have to go check out my stories. Hi, Sandy and Tammy. All right, let me see if this is a good consistency. Yes, it is. So I just have a color from Deco Art here. I'll have to give you the exact, I think it's classic red. Is that even a color? I think it is. But we're going to paint our truck red. And then we'll go back over all the little like taillights and stuff. Later, Gata. Oh, good, Sherry. Awesome. Y'all need to go check out the stories. I kind of sneak peek a few of the bundles that are going to be available tomorrow for Mini Sale Monday. 8 p.m. Central. Be there. Miss out. We have so many fun things planned for bundles, y'all. Zach had all these ideas last night about 11 p.m. till about 12:30 a.m. So we put those in motion and we're back at it this morning, busting our tails. Oh, good, Tammy. I like that. So if you go to our page and you click our profile picture, you should be able to see all of our stories. We typically post, if not one, maybe 2 a day. So you'll have to go check those out. And Kira just went for her nightly walk. Jackson took her. So I'm sure she'll be busting up in here pretty soon to check on me. So I said we did spring cleaning today, y'all. I know it's not spring, but y'all know what I mean. We took down her cage. She doesn't use it. And we don't make her go in it. Like, she's just, you know, free reign of the house. So we took that down, and as you can imagine, I mean, she's a big dog, so we had a pretty large cage. Well, that became like a dumping ground. Like the top, it was like a countertop for me. So I just like put like comforters that I had just washed, sheets, like literally stuff went there to die. Okay, let's be honest. So I told Zach, I'm like, let's get rid of this cage so that I can't put stuff on there anymore. Because the rest of the closet it's organized. It stayed organized. So we did that, and then we went through every pillowcase, every sheet, every comforter, every like top blanket. We donate. We have like, I don't know, 8 like outside extra large garbage, trash cans, whatever, trash bags full of stuff. I'm going to drop it off at the donation spot tomorrow. And then we went through the boys' room. They have these beds where you can open a door and like go under there. Well, they had like all these extra blankets and pillows, so we cleaned that out. We went through Jackson's room and found all sorts of things. Why is the dog barking? Nobody is paying attention to my dog. So we did that. Zach cleaned off and took pictures of all of our new cutouts that are coming or ones that will go in our Holly Jolly mystery box. Yeah, we did a lot. So then he cooked an amazing dinner. He cooked ribs and fried shrimp. It was very good. It was very, very good. And now he's working on a few things for me for the bundle sale. I'm here with y'all. And then once we're done, we have to meet back up because we need to order a bunch of stuff and we need to talk it through. We were busy. So, what did y'all do today? Were you as productive as we were? All right, so let me just look at this off to the side because sometimes I don't get enough paint. All right, I think that's good. Now we're gonna go in and we're gonna paint the little hearts in red as well. Good. You're painting your cutouts. I like to see that, Miss Michelle. Getting your cutouts done because you're gonna need to be buying some more soon. You just wait. Let's see. Sherry. Donna tried to stay warm. Yes. I kissed the week's cutout. I missed this week's cutout. Yeah, Angel, you can get this one. Just comment the word melt. Absolutely. Oh, no, Janet. Nothing went right. Corinne watched football all day. You had your husband in the emergency room, Shirley. Well, that's not good. I'm thinking about you and him. Hope he's okay. All right, so that is red. Let's see. Painting cutouts. Church, napped in church again. Good for you, Julie. I made chili, first cooking since my foot surgery. Oh my gosh, was it so tasty? All right, I think we're done with the red. So now we're gonna switch over and do... Do I have white in here? Yes, I have white. So we're going to do like what would be like the bumper. I'm just going to do a white bumper. You could do silver, you could do gray. You do whatever you want, friends. Finally painting the ornaments I purchased from you guys in July. Loretta, which ones? Girlfriend, which ones? Oh, when we did the cutout sale, like 3 weeks in July, Christmas in July. The bra ones, I love that one. Had a chili cook-off at church, then came home and took a nap, finished my pumpkin added bow, did dishes, trash, made chili, and watched football all day. Awesome. It was very productive here. I'm so glad we busted a move. It just makes for the start of the week that much better, I feel like. So boys go back to school tomorrow. Their fall break is over. So it will go back to quiet during the day. No, mom, what are we gonna eat? What are we gonna eat? I'm hungry. I need a snack. I need a snack. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I don't want that. That doesn't sound good. Blah, blah. I don't want that. Can we order? Can we get McDonald's? Can we get Chick-fil-A? No. So just like that. That's how it went. All right, there is the bumper. Poured resin in the chocolate tour mold, then off to the fair we went. Yay! It's been a long time since I saw you paint with something other than chalk paint, Linda. Sometimes, you know, you just change it up. Thanksgiving break is the week of the 22nd in November. Finally found pumpkin cheesecake. That sounds great. Thanks, Jerry. Thank you so much for your order. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Kathleen. Rainy, how are you, my friend? I saw your message. You need to get better, my friend. Okay, so I think I changed my mind. Please hold. Oh, it is Jeannie. Well, lucky you, girl. Hi, Juanita. Okay, so I need to see if I have like a gray color. Please hold. I did grab some of my markers, but I need to see if I have a gray. Ooh, I do. Actually, I'm gonna switch it up. I think I want to do my bumper gray, but I need a spot. And not all of my paint is dry to remove. Love pumpkin cheesecake, yes. Hey, Jackie. I love pumpkin cheesecake. My children got me one for my birthday. Look at you. Zach ordered breakfast this morning from some fancy place. And I think it was supposed to be pumpkin pancakes, but they did not give us pumpkin pancakes. So, they were like gingerbread flavored. It was interesting. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Ruth. Sam's Club has pumpkin cheesecake. Rainy, are you home? All right, let me just wipe off my paintbrush because I really like this one for... why did I do that? I love these ice cube trays for paint. All right, I'm going to go back over here and we're going to make this more of a gray. What is this color? Slate gray to be exact. Did y'all see our ragtime pumpkin? Super fun. Thank you so much for those of you that ordered. Y'all are the best. We'll get those cut and shipped out most likely this week. I fixed the instructions, so those will come with it. All right, this is gonna go all the way down. Okay, there is our gray. Now, okay, here we go. Do I, Michelle? Our Sam's always runs out unless you get them right when they came in. Oh. Yes, Linda, thank you so much. Okay, so I think actually what I'm going to do here, I wonder if I have a lighter color for the red. Let's see. A lighter red color. So let me tell you, I was using primary red is what I was using. Let's do green. Yes. We're going to use this green for the piece that has the scoring for the word gingerbread. That is what we're going to use. So I want it to stand out and I want to incorporate a little bit of green into my project. She's the OG cube trayer. What is she? Did she use it for paint? Oh, Rainy. We're thinking of you, Rainy. Okay, so what is this color? Hauser medium green is what this green is called. Okie dokie. All right, now we need a gingerbread color. And I'm probably just gonna go with the good old camel. Hi, Sue. Hi, Renee. All right, let's just grab our camel. And we're going to use a makeup sponge for this. So make sure you hit the heart button, sprinkle the video. We are cutting the paint out, the paint out. We are painting the cutout of the week for the week of October 21st. It will be good for an entire week. It'll be available. And then you can get the current one right now for just a couple of hours, and it's the Melted Snowman. I really like the way I painted that one. It's kind of hard to mess up a snowman, right? And then this color we're using right here is actually chalk paste in the color Camel, because it is like the perfect color for gingerbreads, in my opinion. All right, now my gingerbread are gonna go dancing around because the tape is not sticky. Stay. All right, there we go. Easy peasy. Hi, Sally Smith. Thanks for sprinkling, y'all. Hi, Jennifer Herman. Now we're gonna go brown for our little, I don't even know, tailgate to the truck. So I'm just going to paint this. You could stain it if you want with like a wet wipe, but I'm pretty sure that we'll be fine with this. And my brown is a little on the chunky side, y'all. Okay, there's that. And a little bit more, and then this would be done. This is an easy one to paint, y'all. Doesn't take a lot of time. Not that you should ever be in a rush, right? Okay, you're also going to get this little bar right here. We're going to paint that the same color. Oh my gosh. Gingerbread's down. My dog heard you talking and looked up like, do we have company? Oh, that's funny. Why, yes you do. It's me, little doggy. It is me. This part here, and then all we have to do is the license plate. Hi, Tina. Thanks, Kim. I appreciate that. All right, so now we have that brown. Now we have the tailgate, which is going to be white, and then we're going to go in and use probably markers on the headlights, and then we're going to start adding all the accents, all the things. Okay, now this is one that has the word joy. Do you see that little bitty piece right here? I am actually going to use a wipe. Because, hi Dana, hi Kim. We're going to want to be extra careful that I don't get a lot of paint in those lines. So let me do this. Really, you couldn't find them? Dana, if you comment the word melt right now, it's in that link or in that message. Oh, I forgot that piece. Thanks, Kim French. You've always got my back. Always. I don't know why I didn't see that. But yes, I am. It's going to be white. All right, so I'm just going to take a push pen, whatever this is, and just clean out that word, letter, lines, whatever it's called. And I'm going to go back over it. Joy. Brings me joy. Now that We're gonna have to use, I don't know. All right, I want this to be a little bit on the whiter side. Okay, I think that looks good. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate that. All right, let me dry this. And then I think what I'm going to do for this, because there's a lot of holes. Let me see if I can get this to work. Let me see. Do I want... No, don't go anywhere. Okay, that fell like all the way across the room. Ugh. Where did it go? All right, we're going to use this and see if this will work. Okay, so I have cut my little sponge brush, right? And got my paper towel here. I'm going to dip this in here and just wipe off some of that on the paper towel. And then I'm just going to lightly go over it. Trying not to produce too much excess paste on the cutout itself because there are so many holes. Okay. I think it's working. I didn't want to use a makeup sponge. Like a glove, y'all. Holy cow. I have no globs of paint. Woohoo! Let me dry it and see if I need another coat. Okay. Oh yeah, is it in there, Dana? Yes, it's cutout of the week for tomorrow, Miss Tina. It is a gingerbread truck. You know, because the club transfers gingerbread this month. Zach did a great job picking it out. All right, I don't think we need a second coat on this. That is awesome. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if this same method will brighten up my Joy license plate without going into the score marks or score lines. Okay, so I just showed y'all a trick. Cut up your sponges, make them real small. Yippee skippy, y'all. Okay, so I think we're done with our paint. Linda, thanks, Tina. Linda, if you type in the word melt, let me just post the link for you. I'll respond to your comment. Right here. So others will be able to see it as well, but if you just click on that link, then you can purchase it. Now, it's this one that you're going to purchase because that is the current one. I'm giving you a sneak peek of what is to come. And I just stuck my finger in that white paint. All right, here we go. Let me dry that. So again, you're purchasing this one And then tomorrow you can go in and purchase the truck through the following Sunday, okay? But you can just click on that link and it will also take you directly to it. Don't you just hate that, y'all? Darn it. My little pin went over the line. There we go. Okay. Joy. All right, so next step. Let me get my paints out of the way. I'm going to grab my markers. And let me see if I have a white. Yes. And I'm going to go and do the mirrors on the truck. Okay. And then I'll have to go back in because, you know, red is a pretty bright, dominant color. And getting white to show up might be a little difficult. Okay, so we're doing the mirrors. Ouch. Is that acrylic paint in the ice cube tray? Yes. It'll last. Like, I haven't touched this, since probably last cutout of the week. And they're still wet. But if you wanted, the beauty of these is if you want to change out your colors, leave the lid off. And once it's dry, these bend. And you can pop out that dry, the dry paint. All right, there's that. So now we're going to go in. We're going to do gray for the, what is this? Backlights? Brake lights? Whatever it is. Tail lights. Oh my gosh, speaking of that, I know this is not funny at all, but one time, y'all, speaking of taillights, we keep our trash cans like right outside of our garage door. And I went to, and Zach drives a truck, and I went to like pull, like our trash cans are on like 2 wheels. I went to pull it down to start pushing, and I pulled it down and it hit and cracked the Zach's tail light. Like, I know that's not funny, but I was like, can you believe that I just did that? Yeah. Like, the darn trash can was in the taillight. Like that little piece. All right, so here is the yellow. Now these are acrylic markers or paint markers. I have these on my favorite list as well. These are Artix brand, AARTX. Okay. All right, let me dry that and go back over it. I know it was bad. Yes, truck is tomorrow, correct. I know, Miss Deb. I was extremely shocked that just that motion, like, boom, cracked it big time. I too thought, wow, this is really cheap. All right, I'm drying this and going back over it so that I can make it as bright as possible. And then I'm going to go in with that white and do the same thing up here on the mirrors. Now, I probably should have taken some white paint. Let me see. Let me dry that. I'm getting strength, yes. Okay, let me try this. All right, so I have a Posca marker. That'll work. Okay, let me see if I can get the yellow one to help me. Yeah, right. Okay, much better. There is a spot around the yellow light that I went over and the white light that I'm just cleaning up. Okay, now we have our gingerbreads. They need something. So what I'm gonna do, oh good, Linda, thank you so much. That's really weird. No, I don't know if you can buy it at Dollar General or not, Miss Rainey. I am due for a new Posca marker, y'all. Let me see, what is this? I did look for them at Michael's. Man, they are not cheap. But I didn't know what size I needed because I didn't write anything down. Oh, can't use that side. All right, it's coming down. Yes, exactly, Tammy. I agree. Hi, Kathy Paramore. All right, so there's that. Okay, so now I'm going to go in. What is this? What size is this? 0.7 millimeters? Does that sound right? Whatever. We're going to create the little, what do you call these? Zigzags. On the arms. Okay, you see that? All right, let's glue. Let us glue it down. Okay, so here's gingerbread. Rick Rack, yeah. Posca's on sale at Walmart. Good to know, good to know. All right, I got my Mr. Pen. He helps me out when I'm a sloppy painter. I'm going to do it all the way around. So hard to see, y'all. Okay, let's go underneath. Get a few spots there. Let's come over here to the gingerbreads. Alrighty, let's get our license plate. Let's get this. Hi, bye. There's that. Wonder if my kids have their chores done that I told them to do. I wonder. I know one of them might, but I'm not sure about the other. All right, good to go. This is the gingerbread white piece. I know this is really boring to watch, but you'll thank me later when you do it on your projects, if you're a messy painter like I am. And then we have hearts. Can somebody tell me who's playing Sunday Night Football? I forgot to look. We were watching the Chiefs. Squiggly lines, yes. That is what I was doing. Okie dokie. Woo-wee! All right, next step. We're actually going to give the gingerbread some eyeballs. This is so cute. Now we need dot. Whoops. Okay, then we have this that we're going to glue our word to. Jets and the Steelers. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Michelle Pryor. Michelle Pryor, you were one who placed your order. You were one of the, what was it? The first two. So I have your bag of fabric ready to go. Found it in your distressing section. Guess you got it at Walmart. Really? That's so weird. I'll have to look, Dana. But I can tell you that it's called, just search Amazon for Unicorn Pigment Ink Hero Hues. Creative Paper Crafting. Is that what you're looking for? Hopefully that helps. All right, let's glue this piece down. Michelle. Yeah, I got your fabric all ready to go in its little bag. Okay, so let's make sure that this is centered. Okay, before I glue anything else on, speaking of Distress Oxide, I want to give my little guy something. Thanks so much, Ruth. Thank you for the stars. So I'm going to go around with black soot on my truck. And I just want to add a little bit of this. My finger things are falling apart. I think it's time to grab some brand new ones. And I need to order some because I don't have any. It's just sitting around. Hi, Zach.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Dropping some stuff off.
Oh, thanks, man. So I just take it dab it on there and just make little bitty marks, lines, whatever. I am going to go inside the window, or along the window, I should say. All the way around. See the edges? Just totally adds to it. All right, I am going to do the little hearts. I like to add a little bit of this to like one of the sides. And then I'm going to do it around my license plate. That is Joy. Okay, I think we're done with that. Where is the, oh. I want to put it on this, the bumper. All right, now this is gonna go right here. There is a right or wrong way to do this. There's more to it at the bottom than at the top. So I am going to glue here. Okay. See how there's more bumper at the bottom than the top? Then we're going to take Joy, because this is going to bring you so much joy. Okay. Oh, my nose itches, y'all. All right, now this piece is going to go right here on the back. Like so. Just want to keep everything lined up. Hi Donna, how are you? Okay, and then we're going to take this and we're going to just glue one of the parts, the bottom part, to that. So we're creating like a little shelf so that when we put our gingerbreads in there, they don't come flying out of the truck. Did y'all know that?
Not until the cat gets it.
Well, that too. Okay, so now we're going to take our gingerbread hearts. These gingerbreads have big hearts. And then the middle one gets the bigger heart. Okay.
I guess Rainey hasn't been to our Sunday shows in a minute. Yeah, because we recently just changed.
Yeah, Rainey, couple weeks ago, we started crafting the following week's cutout.
Oh, the next week's.
Yeah, the next week's. The next week, not the following week. Okay, so we
used to give a sneak peek.
Yeah, we did. I want to see if I can add just a touch of blush. Okay. Yes, I think you can see it. No, you probably can't.
You can see it.
You can?
Mm-hmm.
Some blushy girl there. Blushy gingies. Okay, and then this piece is going to slide right into the back of the truck. Let me get them straight. Oh, this is precious. Oh my goodness. All right, let's add some dots. Add some dots to the heart as well. Oh man, my wheels are supposed to be black. Duh.
Maybe they were going over a candy cane.
Yeah, they probably did. Please hold. Quick fix. Saved by the bell. All right. Christmas wheels, yes. Okay, so now we got to put our bead on there and our twine. Okay, so now I feel like I want to do something else. This is going to make a mess. Please hold. 1 second, Zach, okay?
You're fine.
Zach has something to show me. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take...
Show you or show them?
Them. Show them.
Because I'm not asking for approval on these.
Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do... Oh, I just saw that. I'm going to lay this down here, and I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to take...
Anita says clean out Joy again so we can see it a little bit better.
Who?
Anita? It says clean up Joy.
Anita?
Or just take a black pen marker over it. Or green marker even.
I mean, it doesn't look like there's... I don't want to put a marker over it.
Oh, much better.
Is it? Okay, sorry guys. My bad.
It's just the light.
I need the white paint.
The light is bouncing off of it.
Yeah.
Careful.
Can you grab that? All right, we're going to take a very little dot of whatever this is, warm white. And I'm going to spray it with water. And I'm going to grab my toothbrush. Hi, Annette. And just do this. Okay. Then I'm going to grab a paper towel. Michelle's ordering this tomorrow. Thanks, guys. All right, and I'm going to dab this right here to get the excess off. And then I'm just going to sprinkle white all over my ornament. Not much at all. This will just go in water to clean. Tracy, send me a message. Okay, and that's all there is to that. So, instead of taking this to the sink, I'm just going to soak up all of that paint. And that is clean. Okay? All right, dry this. See what it did? It added all of like the speckles to the truck. All right, last but not least, I'm gonna grab a white bead. You did, Tracy? I don't remember seeing that. I checked my messages this morning. Oh, that box. I thought you were talking about the craft box. I see. That was, yeah, I thought you were talking about a different package. That was my bad. I'm like, oh, it'll get returned to me, and then we'll send it to the right address. No. Okay, so now what we're going to do is grab our twine. We're going to stick this through the hole. And we're just going to do one of those, oh, I don't know, it looks like a rag tie loop. I am going to use green. That's not the right color green. We'll just go with our regular buffalo check. I'm going to tie a bow. Hi, Bridget. Tracy, I seriously thought you were talking about a package that we sent you. You're probably thinking, like, this lady's crazy. What is she talking about? You're going to mail it to me once we get it. My bad, girl, my bad. Okay, so there's that. I'm just going to cut this off for right now. Then what we're going to do is string our bead on here. Okay, I typically get the 16 millimeter beads. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make this a little bit bigger. So don't make it tight yet or tie a knot. And then you're going to stick your bow right in this hole, like so. Maybe. There we go. Okay, and then you're just going to make it tight. All right. Then you just tie a knot. Down at the bottom. Yeah, probably customer service is going to be best. Chat with them tomorrow online. Okay, so then we're tying a knot up here at the top so that we have that loop, hoop, whatever, to hang on our tree. Cut off the excess. And make our little, whatever these are. And my friends, we have a cutout of the week. Brand new for tomorrow. Check it out. Look at the gingerbreads, y'all. How stinking cute is that?
Very cute.
So this will be $13.99. It does include shipping, but you need to worry about getting this one. You have a couple more hours to get this one. So just comment melt. You'll get this one now. And then tomorrow you can go in and purchase this one. We always post about it about 8 a.m. Central. But this one is available now. This one is only $12.99. And then you'll get this one for $13.99. So stinking cute. All right, Zach, what did you want to show them? This?
That is for the, this.
This is for bundle sale tomorrow.
With cutouts.
Oh. I like.
This here is potential.
So this will be with an easel. So this will be in bundles tomorrow night. Mini sale Monday.
I'm not telling you with what transfer.
You won't tell me with what transfer.
I mean, you know, we're not telling that.
I know. Okay. What about these little guys?
I'm just presenting those to you. Little napkin holders.
Look what we have here. Little napkin rings. Wonder what we have up our sleeves tomorrow.
That is,
Oh.
yeah. So this is potential.
Awesome.
For tomorrow.
Thanks, Zach.
As well.
This?
Yes. But
Potential.
I'm fixing the border. I'm making it thicker.
Potential.
So you can lift it up and see how thin it is.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. Deb wants the tea towel sets. Angel needs napkin rings. So, y'all, make sure you set your alarm for tomorrow, Monday, October 21st for 8 p.m. Central, and we'll have mini sale Monday.
And join the broadcast channel.
And join our broadcast channel because we do send out notifications. So just click down below, open it up, click the link to join. All right? Bye, friends.